Uncle, it is strange how peaceful everything feels this morning, as if the village has already forgotten what happened, yet I cannot shake the feeling that something is still lingering beneath all this calm, something that refuses to be buried. That is because truth does not disappear with noise or silence, Joe. It only waits for the right moment to reveal itself, and what we are dealing with now is not something that will fade away just because a new day has come. So this is where she lived, where everything began. Yes, and sometimes the answers we are searching for are not far away. They are hidden in the places people think are the safest.
I have been hearing your name since yesterday, and I know people are already talking about what you claim to have seen. But before you say anything, I need to understand why you have come here.
We did not come to spread fear or confusion. We came because what we saw cannot be ignored, and we believe that understanding your mother's life is the only way to understand why she cannot rest.
If you truly want to understand my mother, then you must be ready to hear things that not everyone was allowed to know. Because the woman people saw outside is not the full story of who she was. My mother was not just a woman who sold food by the roadside. She was someone who built her life from nothing. Someone who understood struggle in a way that made her both strong and cautious at the same time.
Here you are, fresh and hot.
Thank you, Madam Grace. It smells wonderful.
You're welcome. Enjoy.
Madam Grace, over here next.
I'm coming, just a moment. She woke up before everyone else and worked until there was nothing left in her body to give. And even then, she would still find a way to push herself because she believed that survival depended on how much effort you were willing to put into each day. She did not believe in trusting anyone with her money, not banks, not friends, not even family, because she always said that money has a way of changing people, and she never wanted to become a victim of that change.
So everything she had, she kept close to herself because she believed it was safer that way.
Yes, and that decision, which she thought was protecting her, may have been the very thing that put her in danger. She had people around her, friends who laughed with her, people who benefited from her generosity, and workers who depended on her daily business. But the truth is that not everyone who smiles with you wishes you well. Some of the people working with her were loyal, but there were others whose loyalty I began to question, especially in the days leading up to her illness. There was a time when I noticed that my mother stopped being the same person I had always known, because she became more alert, more withdrawn, and more suspicious of the people around her. There were nights when I heard her arguing with someone, but whenever I asked her about it, she would dismiss it as nothing, even though I could see that it was far from nothing.
When someone begins to act that way, it usually means they have already seen something that made them lose trust.
Or they have discovered something they were not supposed to know.
Then suddenly, everything changed because she fell sick in a way that did not feel normal, and before we could even understand what was happening, she was gone, leaving behind questions that nobody was ready to answer.
After she passed, was everything still where she kept it, or did you notice anything out of place?
There was something missing, something I knew should have been there, but I did not say anything because I was afraid.
You do not have to carry that fear alone, because whatever happened to your mother is already finding its way back into the open.
The problem is not just what was taken, the problem is who I believe took it. Because the person I suspect is someone nobody in this village would ever think of questioning.